Let's go back to our breaking news story this hour, where the controversial Secrecy Bill will not become law just yet. President Jacob Zuma says he's referring it back to Parliament for reconsideration. We're now joined by the Freedom of Expression Institute's Executive Director, Penyo Butale. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Did this decision come as a surprise to you, for starters?
Well, it is a welcome surprise. I think, as you know, this is an appeal that we made to the President to say that perhaps there is need that the bill be looked at again, either by referring it back to Parliament or referring it to the Constitutional Court. So if it is a surprise, it is a welcome surprise, and we applaud the President for providing leadership on this very, very important issue.
What the President has said in a statement today is that the law as it stands now does not pass constitutional muster. But this is what critics have been saying for 2 years now, at least. Why would it take the executive so long to act on such a matter?
Well, to be fair to the President, I think you know that the bill went through a lot of lobbying. It's one of those bills that took a lot of time, back and forth. And to be fair, also the version that was passed by Parliament and the version that was the initial version, I mean, there was a huge improvement. But we said at the time of passing by Parliament that there were still issues that we were uncomfortable with, issues that made the whole bill as it was to be unconstitutional, issues around whistleblowers not being provided with enough protection, which would then have had a negative impact on the role that whistleblowers and other watchdogs like the media plays in a democracy. So I think it's a happy, good day for democracy, and once again, people like ourselves, Freedom of Expression Institute, the Right to Know campaign, I think we welcome the decision.
Do you think that these material changes around, for example, the protection of whistleblowers will be changed significantly once the bill goes back to the National Assembly?
Well, we hope so, and we hope to engage with Parliament, with the relevant legislators. And I think more than anything, this is an opportunity for further dialogue on the issue. And I think, as the President has made a pronouncement that perhaps this bill, needs another look, I think Parliament would then be better advised to take heed of the message or the arguments that have been advanced by critics. As you say, some of the things that the President were said. We said it before the bill was passed, and perhaps if Parliament had taken heed to what we were saying and what other players had been saying, other critics had been saying, perhaps we would have rectified these before the bill went to the President.
As you say, I mean, there's been to and fro over this particular bill and lots of debates in the National Assembly and outside of it by the civil society as well. Do you expect this particular process to drag on as well?
Well, obviously, it might take a bit of time, because obviously it's a process of give and take, and we as players, as I said, we will have to make our views heard to Parliament. And I think if this thing has taken a long time, and I think the points have been made, and one wouldn't expect it to take an awfully long time, but it is important that the debate is accorded enough time, and so that at the end of the day we have the kind of bill that would serve the nation better, the kind of bill that we want, that has a place in a democracy.
Broadly, what do you think this means for our democracy?
Well, I think following recent statements where the President was not so kind to the media, and this decision that he has taken now, I think it's it's kind of saying, we were worried. Now, at least we better. We're thinking that, okay, he is not so bad after all in terms of his view, his attitude to the media. So I think maybe it's an olive branch to the media. Maybe it shows that what he said may not necessarily be the views, his views about the media and his role in the democracy. So this is a good move that he's taken, and it also shows that he listens to critics, he listens to the national dialogue and discourse, and I think it's a welcome development.
Thank you so much for your time. That was the Freedom of Expression Institute's Executive Director, Penyo Butali.
News that moves. ENCA.com.